Are you looking to take your stalker level all the way up to 11? Then we've got the product for you today. Hello and welcome back to Gears and Tech. Now obviously there are more legit uses for night vision goggles, but nothing that I can think of. But today what I want to do is review these. These are some 4K night vision goggles. Now in all honesty, I've never even thought about night vision goggles really a whole lot, but recently I did come up with a use case that's kind of a little creepy, but also serves a good purpose. So I will demonstrate how well these work for that purpose later on in the video. But first, we need to find out what the heck these even are and do an unboxing. And at the base level, these are some cheap Amazon night vision goggles. These things retail for about 199 Canadian dollars. That's roughly around 159, 160 US dollars. That's quite inexpensive when you're venturing into the world of true night vision goggles. Are these true night vision goggles, or is it just a cheap gimmick? We're gonna find out when we do our actual hands-on test later on in this video. But before that, let's do a quick unboxing, see what comes in here, and explore kind of the build quality. And I have to say, checking out the box itself, it is a nice box. It's got a glossy finish to it, and it seems somewhere between cheap and premium. As far as the rest of the box, there's some features on the back that tell you kind of what it does, what all kinds of contact information, stuff like that. The real magic is inside. Let's take a quick look. Now, when you peel the plastic off, you get this super strong suction. It's a very tight box. And then you're greeted with this, which is a hard case, and something wrapped around that hard case. This looks like a strap of some sort. So let's just have a look at what this is, since you know it's here first. This is obviously a carry strap. It's actually a little bit elastic, so you can get it around your neck. And that's actually kind of nice. Feels like the same material that a wetsuit's made out of, and even the inside's got like memory foam type coating on there. So it's gonna be comfortable to wear around your neck. Auxito provides upgraded LED lighting solutions for your entire vehicle. That includes headlights, fog lights, tail lights, interior lights, marker lights. They've got LED lights for pretty much anything to do with your automotive lighting needs. All of the lights are CAN bus enabled, which means you will not generate any errors on your system for burnt out lights or light failure. Just how good are the Auxito headlights? We had a chance to test them out ourselves on our Chevy Avalanche. Now before, we had very dim, poor night visibility. I couldn't see anything. I can't see where I'm going at all. But with our Auxito headlight upgrade, I was able to see so much further down the road. It gave me all the confidence that I needed to be comfortable towing my trailer and driving at night. Now, some of you are wondering, what about blinding oncoming cars? Auxito headlights match the factory headlight system. So whatever range you had with your factory headlights, you will have the same with this. It's just brighter. So you shouldn't be blinding oncoming traffic. If you are, then you need to adjust your headlights and it will solve that problem completely. But you have so much more visibility to be able to see down the sides of the roads with a much better color temperature and a much more consistent light output. This will resurrect your older vehicle to make it shine just like a brand new vehicle, to where you can see everything that you need to see. The kit includes everything that you need for a basic install, including gloves, zip ties, and the Auxito LED light system. They are some of the brightest headlights that you can get on the market today. I have personally used them in all of my vehicles that can use these kinds of headlights. I've used a lot of different LED systems, and I have to say, these ones seem to work the best for me. Don't forget to use our discount code for 15% off on your next order. And that code can be used multiple times. Share it with your friends, your family, buy multiple sets over and over and over again with that 15% off every single time. There's a link in the description where you can just click it and then order the headlights that you need. Don't forget, they're more than just headlights. They do taillights, marker lights, all of that. moving into this case, the travel case is a nice addition that I wasn't expecting. Now, obviously, there's the goggles themselves. We're gonna look at those closer, but I wanna see what else is in here because there's clearly some other stuff here. Starting with this fancy little bag. So there is a cloth for cleaning the lens with, and there is a USB cord. It's a very short USB cord. This one should enable data transfer, so you can transfer pictures and videos from the device itself onto your computer, but it would also charge the built-in battery. It's nice, it's pretty short. It's only like 16 inches long, which is unfortunate because that means you're tethered very, very close to the computer. There's also a user manual, which is just black and white. It walks you through all of the different functions. It is multi-language, so if you don't speak English as your first language, there are other languages in there as well. And there is a quick guide, just in case you didn't want to read the whole manual, like I'm not going to. It does tell you real quickly, why doesn't it turn on? Press and hold 3 to 4 seconds to turn on the device. So quick reference guide for those who just don't want to read the manual but also need it to turn on and don't know how to turn it on. That's what that's for. Now I'm going to put all this stuff back. Now let's look at the camera system. So it's got 2 lenses on here. I'm assuming one is the camera and one is the infrared camera, but I'm not sure. It does have a tack light on here. This little guy here rotates to adjust your focus, and it says right there, near and far. So if you're not getting a good clear picture, you just rotate that and away you go. Moving around to the back, there is they say it's a 3.2 inch large screen display, and that will show you whatever this is looking at. So this is not a real-time binocular. This is a night vision goggle. So you can hold, I guess, I don't know if you're gonna really hold it up to your face. I'm probably gonna hold it like that. Moving around to the top, there are some buttons here that are very reminiscent of a old camera or camcorder system. So this one would be like the record button. This one would be picture button. We'll explore the functionality of this and see how that actually works and if that's what that's for. Don't quote me on that yet. Make sure you stay to the end of the video if you're curious what those buttons actually do. Spoiler alert, they don't do what I just said. There's also a number of buttons on here: power, brightness, memory, zoom in, zoom out, and OK. If we come around to the side here, there's a pop-up compartment here. And inside this compartment, it does come with a memory card, which if I pop that out, it's a 32 gigabyte generic micro SD memory card. It's not name brand, but it looks like name brand. There's also the USB charge cord there as well, which would also double with data transfer from the device to your computer if you didn't want to pop the memory card out. You don't have to record with this. You can use it for just live, real-time feedback, but you can also record if that's your thing. Let's do power on. So pressing the power button will turn this thing on. There we go. You get a sweet picture of something, and then we are into the night vision mode. So turning it on, you can see it's actually a little blurry. I'm gonna focus it at camera here, and we'll just adjust the focus. Now, I don't know which way to turn it, so I'm just gonna turn it until it looks like it's coming into focus. There we go. So it does focus. This is obviously not the night vision mode. It does support 8 times zoom. So this would be standard zoom, but if I go like this, so here's regular, and then here is zooming in here. I'm adjusting the brightness of the screen. You gotta hold it for the zoom. There we go. So that's the 8 times zoom. It's not a very powerful zoom. This is useful more as just seeing what's out there in the dark, more than it is as a zoom. How good does it work in the dark? I don't know because I haven't tried it, but there are different modes here. Let me see, if I go like that, will it switch modes while I'm recording? Okay, so there we go. So there's night vision mode. You can see it turns to black and white. What can I look at? I can look at my dirty shelf here, and then there's another night vision mode, another night vision, and then we're back into color. Now it's really unfocused. There you go, you can read that thing. So, I mean, you're not gonna know how good the night vision is because my studio is really well lit up. So obviously, I can't tell you a whole lot about that. Let's have a look at what the other features that they claim are, and then we'll go outside in the night. So I gotta wait for it to get dark. I'll go out and film what this looks like in the dark, and then we'll come back and chat about it. Experience unparalleled night vision capabilities with the newest 4K night vision goggles, which feature a 3.2-inch LCD screen, 8 times digital zoom, which we already saw. It's not that good for zooming, but we'll try it at night and see if it looks a little better when I'm looking a little bit farther away. 7 IR illumination levels and IPS4 waterproof design. It supports up to 36 megapixel photos and 4K video recording. It's a must-have for outdoor enthusiast hunters or security professionals. Now, a security professional obviously is the stalker level 11 that I was talking about, and that's what I want to use this for. You see, the Gears and Tech cottage backs onto a golf course, and lately at night, some hoodlums have been coming across the golf course and wreaking havoc in the community, and I think something like this would be perfect for me to spot them at night, get some sweet footage of them, send it to their parents with a ransom note that says if you ever want to see your children again, maybe you should consider keeping them out of other people's property. Obviously, I'm just kidding. I wish no harm on innocent little children, but it is nice to at least have a little bit of fun with them while they're doing things that they think they're getting away with because nobody can see them. I think I'll be able to see them with this device. The most obvious use case would be for hunters. Luckily, I do have some hunter buddies, and I will be giving this to one of them as an early birthday present somewhat soon as this video review is finished. A few other stats that you might be curious about. Battery. This includes a 2600 milliamp hour rechargeable lithium battery, which will allow it to run for up to 6 hours under infrared and up to 13 hours without the infrared. So if you're using them with just the color camera view, then you can get 13 hours. But quite frankly, the zoom on my phone is better than the zoom on this, and I could use that for a whole lot longer. So I'm only gonna likely use this as the infrared system, not for regular just 8 times zoom features. IP54 water resistant, not IP4, which means that you can get water on it and it'll be okay, but do not go swimming with it because it will not survive. But it could handle just rain and that sort of thing. Maybe some mud that you wipe off. It also says that the night vision can see up to 1,000 feet away, which is quite impressive. So I'm curious to try that out. And we did talk about the buttons on the top here before, and I said maybe one's for record and one's for take pictures. That is not the case. I'm going to show you what one does. It does what they call tack mode. Now, tack mode makes this thing blink brightly in someone's face. So if you were out in the woods and somebody was trying to come up on you, you could flip to tack mode and then instantly you're going to blind that guy. If you want to actually see where you're going, there is a flashlight as well that's not tack mode. And that's actually pretty bright, and it looks like it's overcoming my studio lights in here. So we'll try that at night as well, see how well it lights up where you're going. But this actually adds a lot of functionality to it other than just these see in the dark goggles, because now you can actually light up the dark to see better for everyone else who doesn't have the goggles. But also if you want to go full stealth, you can turn on the infrared system and see completely in the dark with these. Now let's wait for the sun to go down. We'll go outside and see what kind of things we can see with this and then come back and wrap it all up. Hey guys, it's 4 in the morning. I'm out here it's starting to get light out, so I had to try and get some night footage of this thing. So we're gonna check this thing out. We're out at the Gears and Tech cottage. We're gonna see how good we can see in the dark across the golf course and everything. So let's check this thing out. We're gonna get this thing booted up, and I'll do my best to get you guys some footage here to see how well you can see around with this thing. I'm gonna start by turning it on. Okay, so there's a pond over there. You guys can't see that pond except through my goggles here. Let me turn this here so you guys can see. Let me go over here so you guys can see 2 views. There are ducks on that pond over there. I cannot see them in daylight, but wow. Okay, so there's black and white mode. Look how bright that tree is. Wow. That is truly amazing. I can see things out there that I can't see. This is pretty awesome. And then if I want to come a little bit closer here, it's like super clear. So many things. This thing is pretty amazing. Like near darkness, and I can see all the way over that pond there. I could hear a duck over there, but I don't see him now. You can see the clarity over there. The birds are definitely out. And it lights everything up so well. It says the range is 1,000 meters, but I can see much farther than 1,000 meters with these things way off into the horizon. Let's try the zoom. Only an 8x zoom, but it does certainly help to see a lot further out there than what I can see with my own eyes. I can't see anything right now, but man, I can see everything around here as if it was daylight. The viewing window is a good size. It seems a little bit too narrow of a field of view. I guess that's because these are binocular style, which this is probably as good of a field of view as you would want, but I would prefer to have a selectable field of view. But wow, that is just amazing. And then the flashlight, we'll test the flashlight out here, but that flashlight is actually shining very, very bright. This flashlight works amazing. I'm not doing you guys any favors with this. Hold on, let me flip this camera around here. There you can see the flashlight lighting up down there, but this is shining right out onto the golf course. So overall, they definitely seem to deliver on their promise for night vision goggles. These are amazing. Overall, it seems like they do work pretty good. And with a price tag of under $200, they are quite competitively priced for the functionality that you gain. The thing I don't know is how many people truly need to be able to see in the dark, and is this the right product for you? There are other generic brands on Amazon that are cheaper. These ones are kind of, again, in the mid-range of the cheap ones. Even this brand itself has a cheaper option, which if you don't need quite all the bells and whistles, you could certainly get that, save a little bit of money. But I wanted to test out the better ones and see if they're actually any good. Turns out they are pretty good, and I can confidently say that if you need to see in the dark for hunting, fishing, walking around in the woods, and or just stalking kids running across the golf course that shouldn't be there, these might be the ones you're looking for. Hey, thanks for watching all the way to the end of this video. We hope you enjoy the content in this video, and we'd love to have you come back. Consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. And for those subscribers who are looking for that extra special thing that you can do to support this channel, consider joining our members group. That's where we're building this community, the Gears and Tech community, where we can all enjoy content together. You'll get special perks, which we'd love for you to check out by clicking the link down below. For those of you who are just happy to watch the video, that's okay too. You can check out some of our other content right over here, where we've got some previous videos that have already been uploaded and enjoyed by many of our viewers already. We do hope to see you again. This has been Gears and Tech. Have a great day.